Goosebumps on my body come alive. Skin on my skin, oh God. Don't know where you end, I start. If this is a dream, don't wake me up. Before you start, before the curtains close, can I just ask you if you wanna take me home? 'Cause I'm awake and need something to hold. Can I just ask you if you wanna take me home? Take me home. Something that you're trying to hold inside, but you're safe with me. Just look into my eyes. Skin on my skin, oh God. Don't know where you end, I start. If this is a dream, don't wake me up. Before you start, before the curtains close, can I just ask you if you wanna take me home? 'Cause I'm awake and need something to hold. Can I just ask you if you wanna take me home? Take me home.
Welcome to this James Cook University graduation ceremony. Please ensure that all electronic devices are switched off. Graduates, you are reminded that protocol requires that you take off your mortarboard bonnet for the national anthem. With the assembly, please stand for the entrance of the academic procession.
Chancellor, members of the official party, members of staff, distinguished guests, good afternoon. Welcome to this James Cook University Graduation Ceremony 2023. Would you please remain standing for the playing of the National Anthem? Will the Assembly please be seated? James Cook University acknowledges Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples as the first inhabitants of this country. Today we pay our respect to the traditional owners of the land on which we stand. In the spirit of reconciliation, we also acknowledge the valuable contribution that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples continue to make to James Cook University and the broader community. Chancellor, we are assembled here today to confer James Cook University degrees. My name is Kathleen Newcomb. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Serena Russo Group of Companies and responsible for the James Cook University campus here in Brisbane, and I'm going to be today's ceremony marshal. May I take the opportunity to introduce members of our official party. On my right, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Academy, Professor Marcus Lane. Dr. Ashley Orth, Associate Dean Academic. Dr. Orth is today's ceremony mace-bearer. University Chancellor, Professor Honorary Brown. Vice-Chancellor and President, Professor Simon Biggs. Ms. Serena Russo, Founder and President of the Serena Russo Group. The Honourable Grace Grace, Minister for Education, Minister for Industrial Relations and Minister for Racing. Professor Mari Dynan-Thompson, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Education. And Professor Stephen Naylor, Chair of the University Academic Board. And seated behind the official party are members of university staff. Chancellor, may I invite you to address the Assembly.
Naganbe, Nirgang Mige Bulal Walal, Uinj Bulal Walal, Gojaga Bulal Walal, Naganbe Nayagang Nairi Brown, Uin Mige, Jurananang Nabanara Mamang, Mige Mara, Numbun Malade Naim Nura, Turbal Jagara Mianjin, Gamarara Majingal Mujimitigar Gurumburuk. Hello to you all, men, women and children. A friend is happy to see you. My name is Honorary Brown. I'm a Yuin Nation woman, daughter, mother, wife and sister. I'm an alumna of James Cook University and I'm privileged with the role of Chancellor. I bring with me love and respect for the traditional custodians of this country, the Turrbal and Jagera peoples of Mianjin. I offer my humble thanks for the privilege of being able to traverse their lands and waters with care and safety. I extend that love and respect to each of you, to the graduating students and their families, my Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander brothers and sisters, dignitaries, distinguished and esteemed guests and staff, and I welcome you to the Brisbane graduation ceremony. I warmly acknowledge Minister Grace Grace, Professor Simon Biggs, Bill Twaddell, our former Chancellor, members of the official party, members of JCU's Governing Council, distinguished guests, a special shout out to parents and carers, families and friends, and most importantly, congratulations to our graduating cohort. This is a momentous occasion and one that marks a significant milestone in your lives and the beginning of a new chapter in your journey. This day belongs to you and is a testament to your dedication, passion and determination. I'm hoping that you found your time here characterised by self-discovery, growth and resilience, and that as we gather here today, we can all reflect on the values that James Cook University embodies as a civic institution. A commitment to excellence, the highest standards of integrity, and a dedication to inclusivity. Our university is a place where diversity thrives and where we celebrate the unique perspectives and experiences that each of us brings to our community. Your time here has not only equipped you with knowledge, but also with the understanding that the world is enriched by its differences. I hope that you take pride in what you have accomplished and that you feel a sense of excitement, confidence, and anticipation as you move forward. But please remember that your education must not end here. Learning should be the thread that weaves itself throughout the fabric of your life. I urge you to pursue it with vigour, apply it with passion, and contribute to your communities in meaningful ways. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our academic and professional staff for their commitment and dedication to our students. We are fortunate indeed to have such talented and committed educators and support staff. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the family members, friends and support networks that have enabled you all on your journeys. And graduates, I encourage you to maintain your connections with JCU. Our alumni community is a valuable resource for networking and career development, and you are now also a part of that distinguished group of alumni making their mark on the world. Staying connected will not only provide opportunities for your professional growth, but create opportunities for you to give back to generations of students and ensure that our university continues to provide a world-class education and a sense of belonging to those that follow. Congratulations. As you embark upon the next chapter of your lives, know that JCU community stands beside you, cheering you the entire way. Please cherish this moment and carry the values and knowledge that you have gained as your guiding light into a bright future. May today be filled with lasting memories and profound meaning. Nakanya.
Chancellor, I invite the Chairperson of the Academic Board, Professor Stephen Naylor, to present the graduating students.
Would all graduating students please stand? Chancellor, I certify to you and to the University that all graduands standing before you have fulfilled the requirements prescribed by the University, and I ask that they be admitted to their respective awards.
In the name of the Council and by my authority as Chancellor, I acknowledge all candidates so approved and congratulate and warmly welcome you as James Cook University graduates.
Will all graduates please be seated?
Chancellor, the awarding of a Doctor of Philosophy degree takes a special place in our graduation ceremonies. It is one of the highest qualifications which the University awards. This degree is awarded for the successful completion of a significant piece of independent research, sustained in its scholarly character and one which makes an original contribution to the field. External examination is always involved. One candidate is to be presented to you today. Professor Stephen Naylor, Chair of the University Academic Board, will introduce the candidate and present her thesis abstract.
I present a graduate admitted to the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Kristen Edwards. Dr. Edwards' studies were undertaken in the discipline of public health under the supervision of Associate Professor Richard Franklin, Emeritus Professor Rhonda Jones and Professor Jerry Fitzgerald. Chancellor, Dr. Edwards studied aeromedical retrieval service and patient outcomes in central Queensland. She explored analysis of linked data using a single patient identifier in a regional referral system. She created a quality framework and a report to aeromedical service provision and explore areas for improvement. And she used thematic analysis of rural clinician supports and barriers. Central Queensland Hospital and Health Services are able to use her results to better understand referral pathways in the region. Chancellor, I present Dr. Kristen Edwards. Chancellor, That concludes the presentation of Doctor of Philosophy Awards.
Chancellor, I invite Professor Marcus Lane to present the graduates.
Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Public Health and Tropical Medicine. Master of Public Health and Tropical Medicine, Siti Nuruzbaya Muhammad Nurdin. Chancellor, I present graduates awarded the degree of Graduate Diploma of Psychology, Elizabeth Ann Martin Hills. Amelia Lucy Martin. Chancellor, I present a graduate awarded the degree of Graduate Diploma of Nursing, Shani Abraham. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Clinical Exercise Physiology, Brittany Nicholas. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Nursing, Siju Adhikari. Catherine Ann Billett. Bree Lena Brown. Claire Fogarty. Ermet Davida Hayes. Sophia Smith. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Dental Surgery, Kristen Philippa Scott. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business, Ngoc Tao Bui. Duk Lendup Mokhtan. Lin Chi Nguyen. T. Tu Ha Nguyen. Ching Ho Huang. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business with Distinction, Huang An Do. Hun Don Trung Nguyen. Mirage Ray. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, CJ Duplessis. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Tourism, Hospitality and Events, Hoon Lien V. Lei. Viet Cu Nguyen. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Business Administration, Mahinda Kumar. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Business Administration with distinction. Patrick Benteljuski. Ho Yu Fok. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Business Administration Leadership. Shalaka Shailesh Gupta. Kunal Gunani. Sarah Kanini Nadima. Harshil Panchal. Kanika Puri. Deepika Pranath Purohit. Tashi Wangchuk. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Business Administration Leadership with distinction. Tejaswi Dayanand Kunda. Lee Khan Lai Lei. Carolyn Wanjuru Mangi. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Business Administration Global, Jessica Helen Thomas. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Business Administration Global with distinction, Brent Kedwood. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Education, Master of Business Administration, Kanchan Ratnam. Sukhjit Kaur. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Education, Master of Business Administration with distinction, Manasvi Magnesh Dubholkar. Virginia Jepchamba Kisiero. Michaela Jane Mason. Navindra Sen Pillay. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Information Technology, Master of Business Administration, Destiny Rollins Irakazi. Harshavardhan Kishore Sule. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of International Tourism and Hospitality Management, Medina Honosavarova. Christiana Oyinye Humphrey. Arjun Ashish Kulkarni. Tanmay Pandey. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Master of International Tourism and Hospitality Management with distinction, Frushina Petra Toth. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of International Tourism and Hospitality Management, Master of Business Administration, Nguyen Vinh Chau. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of International Tourism and Hospitality Management, Master of Business Administration with distinction, Tanvi Sanjay Garg. Savina Lobo. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Professional Accounting, Hina Singh. Alphonse Sumas Geze. Kusum Tapa Maga. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Professional Accounting, Master of Business Administration, Anna Vatabala Nedrodro. Rajni. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Professional Accounting, Master of Business Administration with distinction, Lavash Santosham. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Philosophy, Gideon Foss. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business, K. Phyllis Teepee. Emil Sajiv. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Social Work, Professional Qualifying, Storm Ariho. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Geology, Dalton Thomas Randolph. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Information Technology, Inderjot Singh. Kiran Jacob Kurian. Navjot Kaur. Ruchi Kuldeep Singh Parmar. Chidananda Rao Ramia. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Information Technology with distinction, Shubham Dinesh Kumar Darby. Ji Young Park. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Data Science, Matthew Adam. Michelle Joan Gracie. William Wade Hartman. Sonny Thomas Hussey Smith. Jonathan David Kirkwood. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Data Science Professional, Akshay Narayan Bhatt. Chancellor, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Information Technology, Joseph Eghosa Ebobo. Kenneth Iziani Isadorna. Chinagosi Eyoma Nojoku. Grace Chindamin Nadozi. Jasper Nyasha Ruggieri. Chancellor, I present a graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Information Technology with distinction, Richard Ugona Onigakawe. Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of graduates.
Chancellor, I call upon Professor Simon Biggs, Vice-Chancellor and President, to present Ms Serena Russo for admission to the degree of Honorary Doctor of Commerce. During this period, I will ask Serena to stand. Thank you.
Chancellor, James Cook University wishes to recognise Ms Serena Russo for her eminent contributions to business, education and employment in Queensland, nationally and internationally. Ms Serena Russo's remarkable journey is a testament to her unwavering dedication and entrepreneurial spirit. Arriving in Australia from Sicily as a young child in 1956, she embarked on a path that would ultimately transform the employment and education landscape. With determination and minimal resources, Ms Russo founded one of Brisbane's first private training enterprises in 1979, establishing the Serena Russo Group. Over the years, her organisation has grown into a multi-million-dollar entity, providing high-quality employment and training services nationwide. Throughout her career, Ms Russo has not only excelled in the business world, but has also made significant contributions to vocational education and training, higher education and employment services, both within Queensland and on a global scale. The Serena Russo Group's commitment to diversity, inclusion and accessibility has empowered countless individuals to realise their career aspirations. Her innovative approach to recruitment, education and training has positively impacted job seekers, students and apprentices, with over 100,000 job seekers placed in employment or commencing their own business since 2015. Ms Russo's visionary commitment to education reached its pinnacle with the establishment of James Cook University Brisbane in 2005. This partnership has not only enriched the intellectual landscape of JCU, but has also provided opportunities for more than 12,000 international students from 88 countries to graduate with bachelor's and master's degrees. This collaboration has been so successful that it is now extended until the year 2040, underscoring Ms. Russo's enduring dedication to higher learning. Her impact extends far beyond the boundaries of her business and her educational endeavours. Her engagement at international forums, including the Clinton Global Initiative and Forbes conferences, highlights her global citizenship and commitment to driving positive change. As a global ambassador for Same Sky Jewellery, she has championed programs that empower individuals with valuable skills and opportunities to become economically independent. Serena Russo's involvement in government reviews and industry boards showcases her expertise and dedication to policy development and community well-being. Her philanthropic efforts through the Serena Russo Foundation have supported disadvantaged communities through education, employment, health and well-being initiatives. In recognition of her sustained and outstanding entrepreneurial achievements, Ms. Russo was named Ernst & Young's 2018 Champion of Entrepreneurship Northern Region and was featured in the Australian Financial Review's Top 50 Women Rich list in 2022. Ms. Russo's journey, marked by passion, persistence and self-belief, has not only transformed her own life, but uplifted countless others. Her commitment to job seekers, students and apprentices, and her dedication to education, and her tireless efforts to make the world a more inclusive place for all, make her truly a deserving recipient of this Honorary Doctorate of Commerce. Chancellor, in light of her exceptional contributions, I am pleased to present Ms. Serena Russo for the award of an Honorary Doctor of Commerce.
In the name of the Council and by my authority as Chancellor, I admit you, Serena Russo, to the degree of Honorary Doctor of Commerce.
And I'll just ask our Honorary Doctor to take the stage. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of the ceremony, and I now invite Dr. Serena Russo to address the Assembly.
Well, let me breathe for a moment. Good afternoon, Chancellor Nari Brown, Vice-Chancellor and President Professor Simon Biggs, the Honourable Anastasia Palaszczuk, Premier of Queensland and Minister for the Olympic and Paralympic Games, apologises as she's in Cabinet, but we do have the Honourable Grace, Minister for Education, Minister for Industrial Relations, here with us today. Your presence means so much to us and the world. Thank you. The Honourable Sally Ann Atkinson, former Lord Mayor of Brisbane, the former Chancellor Bill Tweddell, Clive Palmer, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduates. It's hard to believe that I am standing here in your presence as Dr. Serena Russo. It is so surreal. It feels extraordinary. I've only waited 44 years. And you may say, why did it take so long? You've educated yourself. I have. In fact, my last diploma here was in May 2023, Harvard Business School. I'm a great believer in lifetime learning. I went with my nephew, Michael Panisi, the younger generational nephew leader, who challenged me on successfully competing in the age of digital platforms. And I said to myself, am I going to be able to pass this with someone who thinks differently in a generation that I came from, who's smarter than me in his thinking, his smartness in technology? I was a little intimidated. And I thought, no, that's not the approach I'm going to take. I'm going to go in there believing that I have got something to offer this class. And sure enough, the professors came up to me and said, Serena, you have a platform of businesses we are totally in awe of. That was a little encouraging, and I shared it with my nephew Michael. Today, 44 years celebration is quite an extraordinary achievement. And I have two firsts here today. I have two diplomas here that I signed 44 years ago. And the actual student who presented these to me only a few months ago is Marianne Riddle, who was my very, very first student in 1979. Could she please stand? Oh, there you are. There's Marianne. Please give her a big clap. This was a woman who's been following me for 44 years. And I think it was like last year, I was at a pharmacy picking up some Aspros, or I don't know what it was. And she came up to me with a strut. She was strutting to the counter, and I went, wow, this woman's got a purpose. And I said, oh, hello, I said, you're in a hurry? She said, you're Serena Rosso. And I said, yes. She said, I was your first student. She said, you don't believe me, do you? So she pulled out her photos in her phone and said, these are the diplomas. And then she posted these to me to verify that she was my first student. Thank you, Marianne. I am so indebted to you, because it was the Marianne out of the 9 students that came to my college to believe in me that gave me the confidence to be part of this journey that I'm sharing with you over the last 44 years. We also have another first, and James Cook University, when we opened it in 2005. And that is Shrikant. Is Shrikant here? Shrikant Deshmuth. Shrikant, are you here? Could you please stand? My very, very first student in 2005 graduated all the way from India. He was the first student who believed in us. And now he is our marketing chief manager of global marketing. Shrikant, you inspire me and inspire the world. And there are many people around the world watching us today. And this is for them as well. The people in India, where you come from, they are extraordinary people, and you are super extraordinary in our world. Congratulations. So, how did this all happen? This all happened because I was a believer. And every time I was told I could never make it, and I have Clive Palmer here, who witnessed my many, many dismissals. In the last one, which was for Clark and Can, and I was fired without any notice, and they just called me in and said, we don't need you. I have our Minister, Grace Grace, who shared as a child at Spring Hill the toughness of being a migrant kid. We couldn't speak English. We were struggling with our culture. We were struggling to be Australians. But we had this disciplined father, and, who just wanted it to be the old way, the old Italian village. We all wanted to leave home and have what we call freedom and liberty, and not have to marry to have that freedom. And Grace's family were very much part of our family. And today, who could believe that we are in the presence of the Honourable Grace Grace, Minister for Education and Minister for Industrial Relations. And as we had this conversation today, give her a big clap. This is transformation. Every time you get a no, every time you get a rejection, every time you are challenged, you see it as a global citizen of a student who wants to learn, wants to grow, and wants to defy the odds. And you've truly done that. And whoever thought that I'd be here wearing this extraordinary acknowledgement as a Dr. Russo academically. It is, as an honorary doctorate, it is surreal. When I was told about it, I was in New York, and Kathleen Newcomb came because we believe in learning, global learning. And every year, we are part of the UN Week. We meet global leaders. We meet at the President Bill Clinton initiative, which I've been going for years and years and years. We meet extraordinary people with extraordinary ideas from the political world to the business leaders world, where we all connect and we try and understand how we can make the world a better place. And I've been going to the CGI, the Clinton Global Initiative, for many, many years. And then Hillary Clinton nominates to be the president, and she misses out. And whoever thought that I would have a private dinner with Hillary Clinton for me to tell her as a woman to a woman, why doesn't she nominate again? And everyone cheered. So who knows, she may still nominate. But this is where President Bill Clinton promoted his wife, wanted her to become more, to do more. And this is the inspiration that us women and girls should continue to strive for. You must never give up. You too can become the Prime Minister or the President of your country, graduates. This is my inspiration. You've got to think big, you've got to think globally, and you've got to think that every rejection, every massive amount of disappointment, failure, is as important as learning from success. And that's something that I've done all my 44 years. So I give you a little interpretation of what it was like in 1979, being a fired legal secretary and being told that I would never make it to anything. When I went to All Hallows, I was told that I should go to a business college, and I left at grade 10. I felt so inadequate, totally inadequate. So I went to a business college, but I knew that I needed my English, and I knew I needed it to pass, because one of my dreams was to make it to the university. So I was a mature age student doing my grade 12. I failed it the first time, English. I failed it the second time. And the third time, I passed my grade 12 senior English. But something else happened. I got accepted as a mature age student at the University of Queensland. That was like winning the lottery. I couldn't believe it. I was a student at a university. I was told I'd never make it. And I was different. And then I wanted to become a lawyer. And they told me there at 49.5% introduction to law that I should give it up. And I went, no, I'm going to keep going. And then I discovered, being a typing teacher at night, that students love me. And they fired me there as well. And that's when I said, I'll do it or die, and start my own business college, because the students said, unless you reinstate Serena Rosso, we will not renew our tuition fees. I looked at myself in the mirror and said, I'll do it or die. And I started a little business college with $2,600. This was extraordinary. Nobody understood. How could you start a business college where you were a failure? You were incapable academically. But my determination was that I was going to become more than you could possibly imagine. And I went and challenged myself with a business college, got all the accreditation, and then one day we were teaching diplomas. And I look at Kathleen Newcomb. She was my biggest competitor for the 28 years I worked with her. She worked for a college called Lorraine Martin. And 5 years, I thought, wow, I need to recruit this great person, and I did. And 14 years, how many years have you been with us? 12 years. She's now one of the most extraordinary women in education. So you pick the best. That's what I've done well. What I've done well is I've picked a great management team. And some come, some go, some renewal, but it's all about having the best management team. And so I just want you to know that then I had a further dream. I wanted to create a university. I wanted to create a university. Everyone said, it'll never happen. And I said, watch me. I got the best team around me. And we approached James Cook. And we became the campus of Brisbane. Bought my own high-rise building, called it the Serena Rosso Centre. And we started the James Cook University in Brisbane. Everyone said I lost my mind. No one could understand when you don't have a degree, an officially degree, that you could start a university. But it was my dream, and I was prepared to do whatever it took to become more in my journey of determination, resilience, and building my dreams. Because if I can show you how to build my dreams, then you are inspired to build your own dreams. And I share this story because students, unless you have a dream, unless you have a desire to be prepared to go for the pain of massive disappointment, that is when you learn the most. You learn the most when, you're told that you need to repeat something, or you're not suitable for this, or you'll never become this. That's when you say it's the crossroad of your life. How badly do you want it? And if you want it badly enough, it will happen. And the sacrifice doesn't become sacrifice, but it's a joy. It's a joy to challenge yourself. That's when you learn the most. Not when things are easy, but when things are challenging. That's when you learn the most. And so I share with you that this is an extraordinary time of my life. A life where I could never have, ever have made it without you. So you guys inspire me the most. You guys have taught me about being fearless. You guys have taught me to never give up. You guys have taught me that if you can travel the world to come and get a degree or your master's, my job is to make it a journey of excitement, a journey of self-belief. And this is what I say, that 80% of what we do is your inner psychology. It's the way you think. It's what you do. It's how you do it. It's how you learn through your self-belief. Look at yourself in the mirror every day and have a relationship with yourself. That is the best relationship you can have, is with yourself first. And 20% is physiology. 20% is your physical. And I'm a great believer of good fitness. I'm a great believer going out there and going for a marathon. Do a try, do a 10K, swim, whatever it is. But if you want it, get away from a pharmacy. You don't need to buy antidepressants. You go out running every day and your natural endorphins are what keeps you alive, keeps you fit, and keeps you daily excited and happy. That's my wish for you. So, I want to thank James Cook for the partnership that you have given us and bestowed with us. I want to thank every past and present and future student of the Serena Rosso Group. We couldn't do it without you. And one of the sayings that Steve Jobs says is you've got to join the dots and then look at your future. There's a reason sometimes where, you can't understand. Why has this happened? Why did COVID happen? COVID happened, you know why? to enrich my mind, to be able to think differently, to be able to work differently, and to be able to understand that the world has changed. The world has changed, and through technology, we are doing different things today. I went to New York and I was fascinated. We now talk about artificial intelligence. Some people have fear. I'm excited because whatever you resist persists. So what I'm saying is technology, you've got to embrace it and see the quality that is going to enhance your learning, your capacity, and your desire to become more. And the other thing I want to say is that whatever you focus on, your energy focuses on the same thing. So if you focus in a negative way, that's where your negative energy comes from. But you've got to change your thinking. I can see some nods here. Thank you. You know, you've just got to turn that negative thinking into positive thinking and say, whatever is in me now, I have everything in me now to be able to proceed and be the best, but not just the best, but to be extraordinary. I also want to share with you that you control your state, you control your language, you control your psychology, and you control your focus. You are accountable of how you conduct yourself every day. And determine your state as you wake up in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror, smile for 20 minutes and start your exercise. And the other thing I share with you is never have limited beliefs. Look at the world differently. Look at the world that you fit in with an exciting opportunity that you could never have imagined. Building a business is my last little bit of advice to you. Building a business, we do a lot of startups. A lot of startups fail. Why do they fail? Because they give up. When it's really tough, they say, I'm going to throw it in. But building a business is you never give up. You think of re-engineering your product and services. You think of re-engineering yourself. You must never stop re-engineering yourself. You know, look at yourself 10 years ago, and you're smarter today than what you were 10 years ago, because your experiences have helped you to grow. Another part of building a business is cash flow. Understand your finance. You know, if you really know what I do every day, I work with my accountants every day. I know my cash flow. I know my profit and loss every day. Colin Buckley, he's listening right now. We talk every day, 365 days of the year. Wherever I am, whether I'm in New York, whether I'm in London, whether I'm in Paris, wherever I'm in Australia, that is what I do every day. And I'm very, very proud of what we've achieved. And the next thing I want to share with you is you've got to have courage. You've got to have courage. You've got to have courage to say, no, you've got it wrong. These aren't my values. This is not how I want to transact. I believe in myself. I will listen to you. I will validate what you're saying. I will have empathy for what you're saying. But this is what I believe, and move forward with absolute inner confidence that you will learn, regardless of whether it's a good decision or a bad decision, proceed. And the other thing is, you've got to self-empower. But not only should you self-empower, but you should also empower others. Delegate, trust that they want that same experience. They want to learn from you and want to learn from the best. And have a strategy and a vision. If you don't have a vision, you will die. Every day, review your vision. Review it. And execute that vision. And also think globally. You know, our group is now a global business. And for every country that is listening to us, I thank you for your commitment, your desire, and your belief in our group. Thank you. The other thing I want to share with you is that I'm a great believer of lifetime learning. Lifetime learning is what I believe in. This is wonderful. Being a doctorate in commerce is great. And I'm going to use this as a tool to continue on learning and continuing on inspiring. Because as Buzz Aldrin says, unless you inspire, you expire. God bless Buzz Aldrin. And lastly, I want to say, today you have truly Chancellor, I know this is your first time here in Brisbane. I just have loved meeting you today. You are extraordinary. You represent so much in our world of change. Can I thank you for believing in James Cook as you've been accepted as the Vice-Chancellor, as the Chancellor. Give her a big clap. Thank you. And I also would like to thank our Vice-Chancellor for the confidence and the change that he has given post-COVID. You inspire us, and we are a team. And thank you, Vice-Chancellor, and to your team. This is an extraordinary day for all of us, because I am now standing beside you, and I am your friend. And I want you to know that whatever we can do to work together, because if you win, we win. If you fail, we have failed. So your success is integral to our success. Thank you, and congratulations to our graduates. See you at the top. Thank you. Thank you, Chancellor. And there's my book, Meet Me at the Top. I bought 40,000 and made it a bestseller. Thank you.
Thank you to Serena, and I'd now like to ask the Honourable Grace to add a few words of acknowledgement. As you heard from Serena, Minister Grace, as Minister for Education, Minister for Industrial Relations and Minister for Racing, has a very busy portfolio, but your relationship goes back many, many years, so it's such an honour to have you here, Minister. Thank you.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Kathleen Newcombe. Can I join others in acknowledging the traditional owners and paying my respects to elders past, present and emerging? And can I acknowledge Chancellor Nairi Brown, Vice-Chancellor Professor Simon Biggs, of course all the distinguished guests that are here in the audience, but more importantly, can I congratulate and pay my respects also to the 2023 James Cook University Brisbane graduation ceremony graduates that are here in front of me. Congratulations to you all, and I wish you all the very best. It is indeed an honour and a privilege to be able to be here this afternoon to congratulate a very good friend of mine, Serena Russo, on her Honorary Doctorate of Commerce. The Premier sends her apologies. I got an early leave to leave Cabinet to get here this afternoon, and it's wonderful to be here, but the Premier does send her apologies, Serena, and of course congratulate you on behalf of the Queensland Government. You've heard from Serena, you've heard her philosophies, and you can understand why this Honorary Doctorate of Commerce has been bestowed upon her. She has unilaterally transformed education, training and employment, the landscape here in Queensland, Australia, and indeed around the world. For those of you, have you heard from Serena, we've known each other since we were very young. We grew up in Spring Hill, and our families, and indeed Serena herself, came from a little town in Italy, in Sicily, called Castiglione, which is the Castle of the Lion, built around the 13th century and lies on the northeastern slope of Mount Etna. This is a tiny village where I'm sure many of the graduates here this afternoon may have a little bit of an affinity for. You yourself may have come from somewhere overseas or from a neighbourhood here in Queensland whereby you think to yourself, is the world my oyster, and what exactly can I achieve in the world through education? Well, as we can see from those early starts, both our families came from this town. We're very proud Italian, Sicilian migrant children here in Australia, and you can see the story of Serena Russo Group starting 44 years ago in 1979 as a small college to where we are today. It is an extraordinary journey, there is no doubt about it, and it is extraordinary that us two here, running around Spring Hill when we were young girls, Today we reminisced and said, who would have thought we would have been standing beside each other, myself as a minister and Serena now with an honorary doctorate of commerce. It truly is an extraordinary journey, and I share in Serena's vision that not only can we do it, but all of us in this room can do it. And I encourage every one of you to take that oyster, grab the pearl and run with it. Now Managing Director Serena of the largest Australian-owned, privately run workforce Australian provider with sites in Queensland, New South Wales and the ACT, global sites, and helping over 100,000 people become job-ready and achieve success. It is a great honour to be here this afternoon, to be a very proud friend and to call Serena Russo my friend, an inspirational leader, and to congratulate her on her well-deserved recognition of hard work and dedication with an honorary doctorate of commerce. Congratulations, Serena. It is truly wonderful news and great to be here. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you very much, Minister. Chancellor, I now invite Ms Manasvi Debakolava, I'm sorry about that, Manasvi, I know just how hard that is, to the stage to deliver the graduate address. And can I just say, Manasvi walked before you before as a graduate with great distinction, so much so that she has now become a staff member of James Cook University, Brisbane. So we're very proud of Manasvi.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor and President, Dr. Serena Russo, members of the official party, members of staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow graduates. First and foremost, a massive thank you to our speaker, Dr. Russo. When I heard that Dr. Russo was about to give this speech, I instantly knew that she's going to reveal her best-kept secrets here with us today. We're genuinely thrilled to have you here. I'd like to ask you all to join me in giving her a big round of applause. Let's talk about the most valuable players in this journey, the MVPs, our parents, families, and friends. To the folks who've patiently listened to our countless rants about assignments and exams, who've supported us throughout our journey, and who have been our emotional support, especially when we discovered that group project often meant solo project with extra stress. Before we get all mushy and sentimental, let's kick things off with a little fun, shall we? Let's make some noise to let everyone know who the real stars are of today. I would request all the graduates to please stand up, turn towards your incredible support systems and give them and yourselves a thunderous round of applause. Thank you all. Please take a seat. Turning our attention to the university staff, these are the unsung heroes who have navigated this roller coaster ride with us. From the professors who sometimes made us question our life choices at 7 a.m. lectures, to the staff who greeted us with a smile even on Monday mornings. We salute them all. You all have been champions behind the scenes, keeping this institution running like a well-oiled machine. So, here's to every single person who's crossed our paths during this time here, even if it was just for a day. Your support, however brief, has been instrumental in our journey, and for that, we tip our graduation hats to you. And now, let's take a trip down memory lane. Looking back on this journey, it feels like we have all been a part of an epic story. As we stand on the brink of this new chapter in our lives, let's face the future with starry eyes, with the same determination and resilience that got us through those 4 a.m. wake-up calls and midnight assignment marathons. Remember when the world shuttered borders? The anxiety and uncertainty I cannot express. But look at us now. basking in success and achievement. We have come a long way, right from making our first friend in Australia through Blackboard Collaborate to having a cup of coffee at the student lounge. The excitement of meeting that one friend you made online was exactly like a feeling of a blind date. Do you recall those moments when we stared at our assignments, wondering if there was some academic prank? How do we even do this bit? We would ask each other. It's not every day that you find yourself writing an assignment, but here we are, proudly bagging scholarship, excellence awards, and shiny medals. These experiences have shaped us, molded us into the formidable graduates we are today, and they will continue to shape our future adventures. So, my fellow graduates, let's embrace the next phase of our lives with open arms. As I wrap up, I want to leave you with two most important things that have influenced my journey this far. First, self-improvement. It does not matter what others do or how far they have gone. The real competition is with yourself. It's you versus you. If a friend lands a high-paying job, celebrate their success alongside them. But don't forget that your journey is uniquely yours. Own yourself, track your progress, and get better each day. You are your own superhero. And secondly, family. I want to seize this moment to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our families, an assembly of extraordinary individuals. Your family may look different than mine. You may consider your friends to be family, but cherish the fact that you have someone to call your own. Family is a unique gift of life to you, so treasure it, keep it safe, for it's the only thing you can lean on. I would like to take the liberty to dedicate something to our families who have had to go through so many sacrifices and hardships to get us where we are today. It is originally from a movie in Hindi. To quote, "Tum ho to hum hai to sab kuch, varna kuch nahi, kuch bhi nahi," which when translated to English signifies that your presence is profoundly meaningful and it infuses everything with purpose and wholeness. Thank you all for your attentive presence. This is Vanasi Dabulkar signing off. Congratulations, guys. We have made it.
Thank you very much, Manasvi Tabaholakar. Thank you. I now have the pleasure, Chancellor, to call upon our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Simon Biggs, to make the closing address.
Chancellor, Minister, other distinguished guests, my university colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, most importantly, our graduates. It is my great privilege to deliver the final words on behalf of James Cook University. And we are especially honoured today with the presence of the Honourable Grace Grace, Minister for Industrial Relations and Minister for Racing, and Minister for Education. Graduates, believe me, sincerely, I do understand that it is only me standing between you and celebrations with your family and friends. I promise to be brief. Once again, my sincere congratulations to each and every one of you on this very significant achievement. Today, of course, is a day of celebration, a day of reflection, and a day of embracing the future with boundless optimism. You are graduating today with a unique skill set, moulded by your educational experience and the diversity of the world around you. Throughout your time at JCU, you have been part of a truly exceptional cohort, representing a tapestry of cultures, abilities, backgrounds and perspectives from all corners of our globe. The learning experiences you have undergone We're not solely confined to textbooks and lectures, but we're also fostered by the very fabric of this extraordinary community. Through your interactions with classmates, you have had the privilege of witnessing the world from a myriad of vantage points. It has opened opportunities for you to exchange ideas, challenge assumptions, and broaden your horizons beyond measure. This exposure has allowed you to develop a profound understanding and appreciation of different traditions, customs, and beliefs, making you all true global citizens. As you step into the next phase of your life journey, I urge you to carry these experiences with you. Embrace the uniqueness of every individual you encounter in your work life and your private life. Respect and cherish the different perspectives that will undoubtedly enrich your personal growth, your professional development, and your ability to bring about positive change in this world. I am someone who has lived and worked in various countries. I understand what it means to embrace different cultural experiences and perspectives while forging strong personal relationships. It has been one of the great joys of my life to have supervised doctoral research students from countries as diverse as China, Australia, France, Japan, Nigeria, Cameroon, India, Brazil, Argentina, Greece, Ukraine, Russia, England, Scotland, and Ireland. I have learnt something important from each of them, and they all continue to be my friends and my colleagues. In a world that is increasingly interconnected, the ability to collaborate across cultures and backgrounds is not only a virtue, but it is a necessity. Embracing diversity is the pathway to creating a better, more compassionate and harmonious society. It empowers us to solve complex problems, break barriers, and forge alliances that transcend borders. As graduates of James Cook University, you have been trained to think critically, to collaborate, and to adapt. You have the skills and knowledge to make a real difference in this world and to create a brighter future for all. As you move forward, remember the values that have guided you throughout your time at university, and remember the lessons you have learned from those around you. Remember the importance of collaboration, empathy, and innovation. These are qualities that will enable you to navigate the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Know that you are ready to be a leader in shaping our future world. A world that I am confident will be better than ever as a result of your contributions. Finally, I want to express my gratitude to my colleagues at JCU who have worked tirelessly to ensure that you receive a high-quality education. I also want to echo the thanks to the families and friends who have supported all our graduates throughout their educational journey. Graduates, you are the ambassadors of change and the torchbearers of progress. Embrace the future with open hearts, open minds, and unwavering optimism. And together we will shape a world that is not defined by its divisions, but united by its diversity. I congratulate each and every one of you on your outstanding accomplishments and wish you all the success and fulfillment in your future careers and lives. Graduates, congratulations, good luck, and farewell.
Chancellor, this brings the ceremony to a close. But before we do move on, we'd like to say a special thank you to everyone who has joined us globally, family, friends, international colleagues, because this ceremony has been sent out through live stream. So hopefully many families across the globe have been able to share the joy and celebration and the wonderful event we've had today. I'd also like to say a very special thank you. Roger Yeldham, I believe this is going to be Roger's last ceremony, certainly the last ceremony in Brisbane. Roger is a member of the team who puts these events together, and we'd like to acknowledge the extraordinary effort Roger has put in over so many years to make these events so special for so many. Thank you very much, Roger. So it's a time for celebration. So graduates and guests are invited to have refreshments, which are going to be served in the foyer of the Convention Centre. And I'm now going to ask the Assembly to please stand as the official party, led by the Chancellor, will process away from the ceremony and out. So I'm going to ask you to remain standing while the procession takes place. Thank you.